Hello? What playbook are you running? What playbook are you running? Did you know you have to show your playbook? You're all good, man. I was just making sure. Bro.
Next to the beautiful San Francisco Bay, 40 miles from where Candlestick Park once stood. We're at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California. Today, there's an NFC fighting storm between the Arizona Cardinals and the San Francisco 49ers. Both teams riding 2-0 starts here. One will get the turkey and move to 3-0 as week 3 gets underway. Starting from the 5. This is brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is first and 10. Purdy on the play action. And his first offering of the game winds up incomplete. He was trying to find Christian Kirk there. So it's second down coming up. Ooh, that was a defender right there, Brock, sending a very clear message from the first play.
You know what jumps to my mind? The 2013 Super Bowl. You just say that. And Demaryius Thomas caught the shallow cross. The Cam Chancellor launched him like 8 yards after he caught it. Sending a message kind of like that.
That's 16 on the pickup. And that gives the 49ers the first.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Off the play fake, Purdy. Oh, enveloped by the defense. They get him at the 32. Josh Sweat. And he's got his first here after he had 3 of them just a week ago.
33-yard line.
On second down, here's Purdy. Defender meeting him at the catch point and breaking up that catch. Incomplete. That brings up third down.
That's a throw at this level. So much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. It'd be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Down the field, Evans has it. And they get to him as he gets the first down, making it look easy, partner, on 3rd and 17.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
First carry here for Jordan James. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. The play made by Will Johnson.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every whole home run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender maybe a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
On second down, here's McCaffrey. And that one doesn't give him much. Give him maybe a yard. It's third down. Now we're going to have a break in the action as one of the Cardinals is in some pain, and they'll be out to look at him. This 8-play drive might be on its last legs here, partners. They try to figure out this 3rd and 7. Got a man. This is Evans. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. Looks like we'll have a pause here. An injured Cardinal out there and in some pretty obvious pain after that play. Moving the ball very well out of the gate here. It's set up now at the 26. From the gun, McCaffrey. Good play call there. 15 yards for their efforts, and they got the first down. A nice early return there. They're going to be more than happy with that one, Brock. And could be a huge boost to their offense if this ground game can get going at this pace.
Every offense in this league searches for explosives. How can we find it? It's often through the air, but when you get it on the ground like that, boy, is it a huge bonus.
Going to the ground again on first. And a nice little run there gets him 5. Second down and coming.
Even though we don't have mics in that huddle, I can imagine what's being said down there, Kate. It is keep feeding him. When you get positive yards and you start to run the ball and wear out your opponent, don't go away from it.
Back to McCaffrey on second down. And he's going to be stopped a few yards from the end zone, just a couple from what would have been first and goal. Now after battling on that run, we see one of their linemen appears to be injured and in need of some attention. The Cardinals decided to use the first of their 3 timeouts. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Third and just 2 to go. Going run again with McCaffrey. And he's in for the touchdown. Eddie Pinheiro on now for the extra point. And he misses on the extra point, so a good start for their offense, but not for him kicking it. Score stays at 6-0. So following that missed point after, he's going to stay out there and send it away. Devin Duvernay to return it. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
Arizona offense looks ready to go. Here's first and 10. Here's the first carry for the rookie out of Notre Dame. And he gets it forward to still about a yard out of that. Brought down by Fred Warner.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. And second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Pistol snap to Beck. Short pass brought in. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
Firing quick, but he is still hit as he let that one go. Great work by the defender affecting that pass. That's going to bring him around 4th down. The ball heads towards the sideline, not returnable. Well done. Now this is a beauty of a kick. Gets headed out of bounds. No chance at a return or a touchback. They're going to mark it out at the 6. 49ers to the line. First and 10. Now Purdy. That's Evans making the catch outright. And a good game here. 11 yards it looks like. That's going to pick up the first.
And the 49er first down. First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Here's a give left side. Black. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. We get a stoppage here. One of their big blockers up front. In some pain following that play. He's being attended to. 2nd down. Purdy. Headed out right. Throws this one deep down the right side. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Buda Baker picks it off.
Kate, this guy is dispelling one of those narratives out there, and you know what that is. The DBs are simply receivers that can't catch. You throw it this guy's way, he's bringing it in.
Here's a handoff headed left. It's Love. Drop for the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, they got to tie behind the line, but a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Receiver gets it here on the end around. And the reverse call pays off. Some decent yardage before he's brought down.
Well, this is a headache-inducing run for a defensive coach. I could just imagine that staff both upstairs and down on the field watching the kid, because now they don't have to just worry about this guy catching as a receiver. Now they know he can be a weapon in the ground game, too.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Here's Beck. A risky throw, and they're going to intercept it. Picked out by Fred Warner. And the 49ers are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
Intercepted. The Niners
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
at the 47-yard line.
From the gun, we'll run for Black. They're going to pick up 12 yards on the play block. That's going to set them up with a 1st down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from 1st down to 1st down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Has another lane. And he's going to score. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Keep on telling this shit out.
You know what a run like that does for everybody, for the play caller, for the O-lineman, for the offense? It just gives you confidence that you can call that run again and not expect a little chunk. Go get explosive on the ground as well.
And this one, thankfully, not off the mark, because this one is up and through.
Makes the score Niners 13, Cardinals nothing. Eddie Pinheiro to kick off.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. That's going to be taken in at the 8. He's got a lane up past the 30. Field flipping effort there as he's brought down on the opposite side of the 50.
Hey, listen, I get it. I'm as guilty as anyone. So hyper-focused on offense and defense, often forgetting it's special teams in a play like that that can swing a game. What a great return now to start out on the short field. And you've got to believe all this offense is thinking is let's capitalize and find that end zone.
Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9. Showing some patience in their ground game early here, Brock, continuing to feed their guy despite the lack of results so far.
I know this will sound kind of silly, but you've got to run the ball to run the ball. And what I mean by that, there's no way to get this run game going unless you continue to give him the rock to try to warm it up. This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
3rd and long for him here. Look at that power, deep left side. He's got it inside the 10. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
Harrison Jr. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Love from the pistol. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's a gain of 7, and that brings up 2nd and goal. Already we're seeing the mind games they can play with personnel. You talk about this all the time, Brock. Look like a passing set. Left them some room on the ground.
10, 11, heck, even 20 personnel doesn't matter. Offensively, you get to dictate the terms. Kind of like those pitchers and catchers that once in a while will pitch backwards. Keep your opponent off guard.
Love now, up the middle. Finds a lane, and into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Arizona. Jeremiah Love. That's his 2nd of the year. Ryland checks on the extra points. Now we've got a 6-point ball game.
13, Cardinals 7. Chad Ryland to kick off.
All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Great starting spot here for the 49ers. They're headed up 1st and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with McCaffrey. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Gets this one into the hands of Christian Kirk. Gets it to the 15. Touchdown, San Francisco! So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down, period.
And that's no good. His second missed extra point of the day. After his second missed point after the game, he's hoping to strike this one a little better as he kicks it away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. Pretty good field position here for the Cardinals as they get ready, 1st and 10. Back to the air. Look at that power, deep left side. Ooh, the look was there, but the catch is not. Contact deep downfield, and that's enough to pop that one out. Well, they tried to match that last touchdown in just one play, Brock. Just couldn't connect on the deep shots.
Would have been kind of nice, right, if one play was all it took, but just not gonna.
2nd down, here's the snap to Beck. Pass complete, that's Devin Duvernay. He is stopped with authority there, but that stuff came later than they'd like as he gets a good bit and that 1st down.
1st down, Arizona.
To throw, it's Beck. And he's hauled down. They're there for the sack on the final play of our opening quarter. A quarter down, 3 more to go for these NFC West opponents. We've got the 49ers in front. Back to Levi Stadium right after this. Back and ready now for the 2nd quarter. It's Cardinals football. They have 2nd and pretty long here. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Look at that power, deep left side. Dropping football, but it's jarred out before he can secure it. They nearly had a big play there on 3rd down, Brock. A good defensive effort forces 4th down. They'll punt it away again. Blake Gillikin coming back to the field. And something on the return, but not much as it still ends inside the 20. San Francisco to the line. It's 1st and 10. On the ground to begin the drive with McCaffrey. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you can put 7 blockers up there, even put 8 up or 9. All the blockers in the world, if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, doesn't matter.
Moving in the right direction that time, but only 2 yards picked up, so it's 3rd and 9.
3rd and 9.
Purdy looking to throw. Forced out to his right. Finding McCaffrey with the dump off. And it's a big gain on this play. Getting about 19 yards and the 1st down too.
You want to know what keeps most of these defensive coordinators up during game week and preparation, Kate? It's just plays like that. It's quarterbacks being able to extend the play, put so much doubt into that defense and that defensive coordinator too.
He's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 37-yard line.
Looking to throw, Purdy. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Buda Baker picks it off. And the Cardinals get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. And as they celebrate the turnover, we're going to shift our focus to one of his teammates who appears to be injured following that play. Team staff heading out to look at him now. Straight ahead this time with Love. And these drives quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Now the extra blocking sure didn't spring that wrong the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Jump off caught by his back. They get to him after a small pickup to the 35. Diamador Lenore there on the stop.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Didn't get all they wanted out of that last play, so now they've got 3rd and 8. Beck flushed out of the pocket. And they can't connect on the 3rd down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we've got 4th down.
That's what I call complementary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
So on 4th down, Cardinals counting on Chad Ryland to attempt this field goal. This is a 52-yard attempt from the left hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And the lead is back down to 9.
The wind was at a sails, Kate, and it certainly helped that football fly true and right down the middle. From that distance, to hit with that accuracy is one.
What are you watching? What's up, boys?
Return
Hello,
starts
ladies.
from the goal line. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard
49ers to the line. 1st and 10.
Cardinals is another good team. They need a lot of work.
Black now from the gun. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
While that run may not move the chains, Kate, that is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
Less than a ruler needed here on 2nd down. On the handoff, here's Black. They stopped him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up.
Well, that run puts him right back in the same old situation for 3rd down. I really thought that run was going to get the couple inches they needed. You could tell, just look at them down there, Kate. They thought it was going to work too.
3rd and short, here's Purdy. Kittle makes the catch. He's brought down at the end of a nearly 30-yard game. And that is a San Francisco 1st down.
That's just so good. I mean, that is teaching tape right there. It's what you want your guys to do. To not just catch it and fall down, but have a plan. Yes, you got to catch first, but then have a plan to go attack. Be aggressive. Get those yards after catch. That is a job well done.
Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Working on 2nd down. Purdy bails out of the pocket quick. To the sideline and intercepted. No, it's incomplete. He had the pick. Just couldn't hang on, though. And this drive lives on to see 3rd down.
That was good.
Purdy throwing here. He almost threw another one. Back-to-back throws now that should have been picked off, partner, as he continues making risky decisions with the football. So 4th down is going to bring out Eddie Pinheiro and the 49ers field goal unit for the first time. Charging down the middle, and they block it. They pick up the block inside the 40.
We could say they picked a great time to block the kick, but let's be honest. Any time is a great time to get through and block one. It really rewards the effort that those special teamers put in each and every time out. It might not always get noticed, but it sure does there. Big time.
And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. We've got fireworks on the first play of the drive. 31 yards. So the big play has them well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. One good for a gain of 4. It's 2nd down.
That is just a good, solid run, right? I know it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
They're going end around here. And he's going to be brought down after a gain of 5, right up next to that line of gain.
Well, I know this. This staff loves the athleticism and versatility he brings to the offense. That's not only as a receiver, but as someone who can take occasional carries and turn them into good yards.
Oh, love this. Giving it to the big guy on 3rd and short. Just short on 3rd down. No gain on the run. And now what will they do on 4th? Handoff down low. A 14-yard pickup on 4th and 10. Well done. And they surprise a whole lot of folks by picking up that first. And they're trying something here. They fake the spike. Oh, he loses the football. Picked up by the 49ers. There he goes, right sideline. And San Francisco takes the return to the end zone. Touchdown. Extra point try now from Pinheiro. This one splits the uprights. It is good. And lead now 16.
Niners 26, Cardinals 10.
Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball for the 35 to begin this drive. The Cardinals with some nice field position to start off this drive. 1st and 10 coming up. That throwing. And the play is made. 49ers got it to him. Offense in a hurry up here. And we won't see another play here, Brock, as the clock reaches 2 minutes to go. More football from Levi Stadium in just a moment. In a real troublesome spot here, Brock. That sack has him set up 2nd down and 21. Here's back. Completed to his running back. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains. I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out. And this time it was out in the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
McBride downfield, and he's got it. He has almost 30 yards on a big play. 1st down coming up.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. And man, did he make an impact play.
And that hit pops the catch free. That's incomplete. 2nd down coming up. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
We keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
1st down, Cardinals.
On the ground, this is Trey Benson. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards. Arizona goes ahead and calls its 2nd timeout. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. A snap to back. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. And the 49ers will have a shot at least a field goal here. Maybe the end zone after that return.
2nd down pass. Intercepted. The Niners
First call here coming for the shotgun.
At the 27-yard line.
Back to throw. Here's Purdy. That is incomplete. Down to 13 seconds left. They sure were handed incredible field position by their defense, but couldn't get it done on that first play of the drive right there.
That's right. You love this opportunity, but the key, Kate, you can't press, right? You get such great field position. You know you want a touchdown.
Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. Buda Baker picks it off.
Okay, that's far from the first time we've seen him throw into the wrong team, but this one was probably the most costly.
Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on first down. Now back. Look at that power, deep left side. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. And they're going to have it all the way down to the 25.
With two one
Now
at high
Pinheiro
school.
on to handle the kickoff. Here's Duvernay on the return. Finds some space. He's past the 30. An excellent effort there. Sets him up almost at midfield.
We don't always know what's said there at halftime, Kate, in the locker room. Some of the adjustments offensively and defensively, but I can assure you the special teams coach pulled his kick return team aside and said, listen, we have a chance here down double digits to spark this game. Let's go out and get a great return to set the offense up for success. And that's exactly what they did.
Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Back from the gun. Ooh, they got to him as he was trying to make that throw. Defense making an impact coming out of the locker room, Brock. Quickly, made his 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
Pass play coming here. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. I know you love to call this the money down, Brock, and on that 3rd down, that pass rush just got paid.
Woo, look at you right there. That's their job. I mean, in the minds of those guys in the front 7, Kate, you've been around them your whole life. They know it. They don't want to rely on anybody else. They're secondary. They want to get home, and they did.
At their own 6-yard line.
San Francisco to the line. It's 1st and 10. Play action now. Purdy. We'll get this over the middle to Kirk. And this is across midfield and into enemy territory.
It's a pickup of 46 yards.
1st and 10 for Purdy. 7-15 throwing the football.
1st and 10 at the
Pass play
48-yard
now.
line.
That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. No luck finding George Kittle with that one. So 2nd down coming up.
2nd down and 10.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
They pitch it to him. He's going to squeeze about 8 yards out of that run block. That brings up 3rd down.
With all these collisions these running backs take between the tackles, sure nice to get a little crease on the outside, get in that open field, and let these runners do their thing.
Pass him on the quick hitter. And they get this down to the 28. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
And the 49er, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Now we'll give to Black. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackle for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
On 2nd down, here's Purdy. To the left side and reeled in by Kittle. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
You want to become the quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
And he gets home. Touchdown, San Francisco. Christian McCaffrey brought one back earlier and now takes one across. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able.
Good game. This game is over.
Eddie Pinheiro
From a couple of yards deep, this is going to come out. And the return man is hauled down. And the question now, Brock, is will we be headed backwards here? We've got a flag down. Hoping to help spring him for a bigger return, but he got caught, and it lessens the return instead. So the penalty on the return doesn't do them any favors, Brock. A lot more field ahead of them here starting out. On the give, here's Love. Small gain there, maybe 3 if he's lucky to begin this drive. After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Love with it. He's going to be stopped after a gain of 9. That was what they needed. First down coming up. Offense up to the line fast.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Cardinal first down.
Here's back. And that's going to hit the turf. A good throw, but he couldn't hang on through the contact. We've got 2nd down.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
Blitz is there, and he goes down. And now they're staring down a 3rd and 14. They need a good chunk here, at least 14 yards to pick up this first down. 3rd and long for him here. And he didn't get enough into that throw. That's low and incomplete, so they're going to be facing 4th down coming up.
It has been a tough slog for them to keep up at any point in this game. And failing to convert on that 3rd down, yet another symptom of the overall illness of the day.
This punt out of bounds on the fly. We're waiting for the mark. Looks like they're going to say it's short of the 30. First down now, ball at the 33. Shotgun, handoff to McCaffrey. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Went the wrong way on first down, Brock. Here comes 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 30-yard line.
Now Purdy. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked off Cody Simon. And he's going to take this one back. And he's in for the pick 6 for Arizona.
Touchdown, Cardinals.
Heads up play from the linebacker there to take a short, innocent pass and just turn it into a major highlight for him and his guys.
And I know people are watching that going, how in the world the quarterback not see that linebacker?
Yep.
But sometimes, Kate, your focus is so much on the safeties, the nickel, the corner. You just take for granted you can fit that ball in. And that linebacker said, not on my watch.
Return starts from the goal line. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Niners take over 1st and 10. At their own
49ers to the line. 1st and 10. A give, left side to McCaffrey. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
Two's back it goes, Dylan James. There's the stop. Damage finally comes to an end after a 17-yard pickup. And that's going to be good for a 49ers first down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
There's a give inside to James. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. To the outside, it's Kittle, complete. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Play action now with Purdy. And this Last time they forced the incompletion. Defense was ready after he got him on that last snap. Now it's second down. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
It's a gain of 4.
Seventh play of the drive. They've been moving it well. This is 3rd and 6. Now it's Purdy. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Picked off Cody Simon. And the Cardinals get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
And they're on 46-yard line.
Pretty good field position here for the Cardinals as they get ready. 1st and 10. To throw, it's back. We've got a screen to the running back. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
It's a loss of a yard.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Finds him on the crossing route. And they're going to be sent just outside that red zone. That is the spot that they needed. 30 yards.
30. First down, Arizona.
Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. Back to the air. And instead of a receiver, that one finds the ground. Incomplete. It's second down.
Well, you got to have a short memory in the NFL. Incompletions happen. You got to make the adjustment and go get the next one.
From the 24 once again. It's 2nd and 10. Back. This one quickly to Harrison. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. Give him about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets him up with 1st and goal. And off to Rum, running left. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up. From the gun, here's Beck. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. Offense to the line fast.
At the 2-yard line.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. The shot to the end zone is incomplete.
Quarterbacks, well, they're a lot like sharpshooters in the NBA. Sometimes they're just going to miss. You got to shake it off and keep on firing.
So on 4th down, Cardinals counting on Chad Riley to attempt this field goal. This is a chip shot from the left hash. The kick by Ryman is good. And doing what they can against the lead as it's back down to 12.
That field goal didn't do a lot on the scoreboard to make it a more attackable deficit, but it does create a sense of urgency here for this defense to get off the field.
And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. The 49ers find themselves in a great starting spot here. 1st and 10 coming up. And they'll pitch it out to him. And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
Yeah, that defense was flying to the ball. You see that outside toss. It's a pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
Throwing on 2nd. Purdy. And down he goes. The defense got to him right around the 26. That is Sweat in there again. And that is 2 for this game. Now 5 on the season. Here he goes. 3rd and long. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. 4th down coming up.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
And this one never had a shot. It's well over the goal line and the end zone entirely, and that'll be a touchback. Cardinals in the formation. It's 1st and 10. Here's a handoff headed left. It's Love. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Wow, wide open here. Complete. And this is picked up by the 49ers. Not much added after the recovery, partner, so that is where they'll take possession.
You know, we could go down on that field and ask any player about the first lessons they learned in the game of football, and almost every one of them, Kate's going to say the same thing. Ball security. I bet he could even hear his old high school coach's voice in his ears right now, telling him next time, you got to hang on to it better.
And they finally stop him, but not before he picked up 7 on that first down run. 7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3.
32-yard line.
Running right, it's Black. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
As a corner in this league, well, you go to the Pro Bowl if you can cover. But you want to be an all-pro, you stick someone like that.
Third and short, here's Purdy. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
That is just a nice stretch of some reps there defensively. Really one of the areas when you watch a college game to the NFL game that there is a vast difference. That's the tightness of coverage. These windows of opportunity are small, and they could not find a completion.
Purdy trying on 4th down. Throw is caught by the back. And he will get them the first. Look at that effort. Short when the catch was made. It's the extra effort that keeps this drive going.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Purdy setting up that play action. He rolls to his right. Cut near the goal line. And this might be the one that puts it away. Touchdown 49ers. Mike Evans. The 2nd score that he has brought in this season.
Lining up for the extra point.
Point after tries. Good by Figueroa.
Yeah, his team is too
They're
good.
now
I
up to
know.
19 points.
40. Cardinals 21. Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for San
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Here's Duvernay on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
On the return, the Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. Pistol snap to back. That's incomplete for the moment. We do have a flag down, but it might not be good news for their offense. That's usually where we see holding calls. So the refs get him for holding, and that's going to back this offense up. That holding penalty is going to make 1st down twice as tough. They're 20 from the marker to start things out. Here's back. This is a heater going deep. Big gain downfield. And he's brought down, but there's some laundry on the field. Not sure which end of the play is going to infuriate them more, giving up the huge completion or roughing the passer, which moves it even further forward. That throwing sends this to the end zone. All the way to the end zone, and this is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Marvin Harrison Jr., his 3rd of the year.
For the extra point.
Ryland's extra point up and good. And that cuts the lead down just a bit. It's now 12.
40. Cardinals 28. Jack Ryland.
All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Great starting spot here for the 49ers. They're headed up 1st and 10. Here's a give left side. Black. He's going to be taken down. He gained about 14 on the play. It will be first down, 49ers.
Kind of just feel it, don't you? Trying to close out this game, just keep leaning on that somebody who has produced and made the most of every one of his touches throughout.
Buying some time right. He's going to keep it this time. And he's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7.
Well, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane. Just a little bit of room, just a little bit of air in the pocket. He found one of those two, but the defense swarms towards him and denies him the other.
Brought down after a gain of about 5. That gives them a first down.
Hey, I'll be honest with you, Kate. They say that football is cyclical. Well, I sure hope we see the fullback come back. There's just something about that guy, something about that position. And he just showed you right there, going to get you a first down. They can be difference makers, too.
Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Looking to throw, Purdy. Going deep here for the end zone. And he knocks it out. So he found him deep. The defender makes the play, separating him from that touchdown, Brock. It's going to send him back now for 3rd down.
And 3 yards to go.
On 3rd and short, McCaffrey. He's got a chunk here, about 14 yards before the stop is made. First down coming up.
In this ground game, Kate, have seen such a steady dose of work. And what you hope is all of those body blows throughout can lead to a knockout punch like that.
That's going to be caught by his back. McCaffrey. And this might be the one that puts it away. Touchdown, 49ers. Christian McCaffrey. His 2nd of this game on the ground. Extra point try now from Pinheiro. Send right down the middle and good. And their lead now up to 19 points.
Niners 47, Cardinals 28. Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for San Francisco.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Return starts at the 9. Ooh, a big lick from the coverage team there. That is going to stop things before they can get it to the 30.
49-yard line.
Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. Going with an alternate play here. We'll go play action with Beck. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the 49ers will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
The first down pass. Intercepted. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at the 17-yard
All right,
line.
working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Purdy, a quick throw, complete. And no shot of getting upfield after picking this catch, so give him 1 on that short completion. Just a yard on that catch, so 2nd and 9 coming up. Back to throw, here's Purdy. By the pylon. And he's out just before he can hit the end zone, but what a nice 1st and goal here from the 2.
And the 49er first down.
McCaffrey trying to punch it in. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal.
A loss of 3.
Offense to the line for 2nd down.
At the 5-yard line.
They go to him again. And this is stopped behind the line as well. Now we're going to have a break in the action as one of the Cardinals is in some pain, and they'll be out to look at him. All right, one more snap here before our 2-minute warning. 3rd and goal, Purdy. Nowhere to go with it. He's planted. They got him at the 16. We've reached the 2-minute warning in Santa Clara. 49ers looking at a 3-0 start to the season. Eddie Pinheiro out to try to put up 3 here for the Niners. It's a 33-yard look from the right hash. Pinheiro's kick is good. And that's going to make the advantage 22.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
Starting at the 10. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
Look at this. 3 tight ends to the right on his 1st and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Taking the deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
I can imagine the more vocal guys on that defense, especially linebacker, safety, reminding the guys, hey, listen, nothing behind us, and when we get a chance to knock it down, one-on-one, we got to win these contested plays as they just did.
Second down now, hits back. Trying to push deep downfield. And it's off his hands and incomplete, so an opportunity unfulfilled on that 2nd down. That means it's 3rd down.
Fair to say he's just been all over the place in this one today. Some accuracy issues early. They gave him plenty of looks trying to get him into rhythm, but they just never could, and the incompletions continue to pile up.
To the air on 3rd and long. And that one's too far in front of him, so now they're facing 4th down.
I'll say, Kate, that defense looked even better, sharper on 3rd down than they did on 2nd. They played that one so tight there was no window to throw.
Desperation time here on 4th. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
Hey, I get it's already over, but go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
These edge defenders in the league today, Kate, they've got so much on their list to do. A huge to-do list. They got to get to the passer, they got to set an edge, and they got to stop that run game, not just on the end of the line, but in that case, right in the middle of the field.
Moving in the right direction that time, but only 2 yards picked up, so it's 3rd and 9.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 9.
They stick with McCaffrey. Fights his way through a tackle. Looks like they get about 4 out of it, but not close to the 1st. That brings up 4th down.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign, well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
And on 4th down, they're going to kneel this one down. Going trips left here as they get set. 1st and 10. The snap to back. Oh no, they get him yet again! Nick Martin picks it off. And the 49ers are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
I'll hear a lot of defensive coordinators say you've got to earn the right to rush the passer by doing work on the early downs. You know what this is, Kate? They've earned the right to be aggressive defensively with the work they did through 3 quarters, and this defense is cutting it loose.